In the restroom, Wilson was caught completely off guard when his secretary suddenly pushed him into a stall. Without giving him a chance to speak, she leaned in and kissed him. Before Wilson could react, a male coworker walked in. Panic instantly set in. He was terrified that if anyone misunderstood what was happening, it could ruin his reputation and possibly cost him his job. He tried to signal the secretary to stop, but that only seemed to excite her more. She started making suggestive noises, even reaching for his belt. Outside the stall, the coworker smirked. He could clearly hear what was going on and began asking who was inside. Wilson broke into a cold sweat, too afraid to respond. He could only struggle to keep the secretary off of him. Eventually, the coworker got impatient and bent down to peek through the gap under the door. He caught a glimpse of their awkward position and let out a mischievous laugh. Luckily, he wasn't the type to stir up trouble. He cracked a joke and walked away, thinking he was doing them a favor by giving them some privacy. But the moment he left, Wilson bolted out of the stall. As a married man, he knew he couldn't afford to make a mistake. The secretary didn't chase after him, and Wilson thought the whole ordeal was finally behind him. But just as he was getting into his car after work, the secretary suddenly jumped into the passenger seat. Without warning, she tore open her blouse, leaving Wilson speechless. He had just buckled his seatbelt when she flung off her coat, clearly refusing to take no for an answer. Wilson was stunned. He had told her more than once. He was a married man, yet she kept pushing. Finally, he lost it. He shouted at her with all his frustration, "Get out of my car, now!" Never in his wildest dreams did Wilson expect this kind of trouble from a coworker. Back at home, he realized he had no choice. He had to tell his wife what had happened.